Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about CloudWatch. So what is a CloudWatch in AWS? CloudWatch is basically a monitoring services provided by AWS. Why do we require monitoring? To ensure the expected quality of service is provided by Amazon. Amazon ensures that the services that are being created are scrutinized minutely continuously so that before anything goes wrong, we have an alarming situation created for which we can react immediately. In all the infrastructure, there are a default monitoring enabled or a configured monitoring is enabled. It's very important for any infrastructure to be monitored continuously because there are some critical business line activities involved. For example, we are working on ATM machine in midnight and all it goes down and we are having no information about why is it going down. So that creates an outage. To ensure that outage is not created, it's very important that monitoring is in place. In the same way, AWS also provide monitoring as a services. So we would be working on CloudWatch now. Before we proceed with CloudWatch, there are a couple of terminologies which we should be acquainted with. The first term is state, the another term is events, and the third one is alarms. What is a state? State means what is the present condition of any of the services. For example, utilization of CPU 75%, even that is in a state. When there is a change in state, that means 75% to 76%. That is a change in state. That causes an event. And if an event is breaching certain threshold value, that generates an alarm. In AWS, alarm is defined as alarms. There are three types of alarms. One is insufficient, one is alarm, and third is okay. Okay means everything is within the threshold limit. Insufficient means it might be in threshold limit, but certain metrics are yet not created by CloudWatch. And the third one is alarm. That means nothing is good and we need to reciprocate ASAP. So let's work on that. Understanding some basics of monitoring. So in real time, what happens? There is a monitoring server where the core monitoring software is installed, and there's an agent installed in the infra servers. It can be node 1, node 2, or anything. These infra servers are the server which needs to be monitored, and this is the monitoring server which would be continuously keeping an eyes on them. For that, there is an agent installed over here. The job of agent is to continuously generate report. After generating the report is sent to monitoring server. Once the report is sent to monitoring server, it compares the report with the threshold value defined in the code. If there is something unusual, if the threshold value is crossed, there is an alarm generated and the alarm is sent to the monitoring console. That console is what is being monitored by the monitoring engineers, and that alert is further converted into an incident and dispatched to the respective team. CloudWatch has got something similar architecture, and that is how we would be working on. There are layers of architecture which has been abstracted because Amazon is a fully managed services. So what are we going to do? We are going to create a services instead of creating a servers, and those services would be monitored by CloudWatch. Now, since we do not have a console or a notification, or we do not have an incident creation mechanism, so we would be using simple notification services and simple email services. We would be clubbing simple notification services and simple email services with a CloudWatch and then looking at the output coming in. So the first thing is that we would be enabling a simple notification services. Here we go, simple notification services. So click on create topic because we need to create a topic through which a notification would be generated. Rather, it is also a service created. So the display name, this is the name with which we are going to get notification. So we'll be creating a topic. Once the topic is created, we need to subscribe this topic in our email ID. So for that, we would be using simple email service.